Welcome back. It is 1548, and I did not realize that this year was Gabriel and Genevieve's birthdays. Okay, anyway, in the last one, Nicholas became a child. Gabriel and Genevieve have disagreed over whether to have more children. We have Henry the Eighth passing away, and Edward becoming king. So, um, uh, anyway, Catherine Parr is also going to die this year. I'd never made her, so it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, and there's a sweating sickness coming up. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm kind of scared now. Should we have tried to have more children? I just feel like, well, we did try to have more children. They both died. Anyway. Children, no 246 for Sierra Stroud, Diggory Cruikshank, and Edwin Heredia. That's 3 Sims, no 246. I am stressed. Oh my gosh, I am so stressed. The last one died. Okay, Edwin Heredia did die. Okay. Oh my gosh, the Heredias are so unlucky. Where are they? They are so unlucky. Like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children. And now 3 of them are alive. They are so unlucky. Okay. Teenagers. We actually have a lot of teenagers this year, which is really exciting. And we're gonna start being able to have babies and stuff again soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. No 7 or 13. There is Adam Cruikshank, Rowanna Luddett, Lawrence Gainsford, and Elle Cruikshank. So what did I already forgot what it was. No 7 or 13. Okay. First one survives. Second one survives. Ooh, that was a close one. All right. Now, will they all have children? First one will very have children. We'll have 5. So Adam Cruikshank will have 5. The Cruikshanks are multiplying. Okay, and then the next sim will have 8. Who was it? Rowanna Luddett will have 8. She is not really in our bloodline, but she's related to us. Then we have, okay, Lawrence Gainsford the second. This is a big one because he is not going to have any kids. Oh, he's not going to get married. Oh my gosh. Wait, he is not going to, okay, so hold on. We have Nicholas Gainsford, Lawrence. So then we would go to like the Cruikshanks. Hold on. Lawrence Gainsford. Yeah, if we go to his paternal line, Edith Cruikshank is the closest relative. He's not having babies. Yeah, so one of the Cruikshanks would be getting their title. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Elle Cruikshank is the last one. Of course, like. All right, she's going to have 4. Everyone's having babies except for. Oh, this is the vampire kid. Let me just give her a star there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. Maybe that was all the bad luck we're going to have. I hope. Okay. They both have to roll at least a 7. Okay. Gabriel. Please. Yes. Genevieve. Oh, good. Oh, they both survived. I'm so glad. I was really stressed, you guys. I was really very, very stressed. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good then. Okay, excellent. Let's hop into the game. Alrighty, so I just want to say at the very beginning here that between the time I did that intro and right now, or in between the time we did the intro and the time I started actually playing the year, it was patch day when I did the intro, so by the time I went to go play the game again, the patch had already come out, and so I decided to wait a little bit while my mods, got updated and everything, so it is, a little bit of a gap in time, but yes, I am playing with the new patch at this point. And all my mods are so far looking okay after I updated the bulk of them. Some of them didn't have updates yet, but we're just hoping for the best. And then also, another reason why I played a little bit ahead this time was to kind of get ahead of the, mod breaking situations. So anyway, we are here checking out some of the new pie menus as well, but regardless, we have Genevieve inviting over the ladies and trying to collect charitable donations from them. All the ladies are working together for charity and everything. Ooh, Gabriel thought of a little diaper there. But yes, so they're all talking about charity, and she's collecting money for charity. Part of her job is to collect 10,000 simoleons for charity. So we're going to be working on that over time. It's actually not going to go very easily. Also, I'm kind of annoyed because I told her to take a day off of work and it seemed like it worked. And then now it's like, you're missing work. Hey, I took the day off. Anyway, so she's talking with the ladies. For some reason, Gabriel is enraged, but everyone is just hanging out and having a good time. And so Beatrice actually is, kind of drinking a lot at the bar here. She's having a hard time, and she is related to us. How is she related to us? Let me double check. She's either our aunt or hold on, where is she? Gabriel. Yeah. No, wait, she might be is she our sister? Is she our stepsister, maybe? Oh, yeah, I think she might be our stepsister, actually. Okay, well, I think she's our stepsister. So, anyway, she is talking with Gabriel. I know I just went through that whole thing. They actually have amazing compatibility, which is interesting. But anyway, she is talking with Gabriel and basically telling him that she has fallen out of favor with King Alphonse. She's been kind of overtaken by Basil, and she doesn't really have a lot of support. Or once he doesn't allow her to stay in her own quarters that he pays for anymore. She's got no one to support her, and Gabriel is not technically the head of her household. Technically it's Alistair, but Gabriel has way more money than Alistair and also has a pretty, devoted sense to his family. So she's going to go to him, and we are going to give her her own estate just to make sure that she's taken care of. He just drops a ton of money on her. And the reason also I'm dropping a ton of money on her is because I just really want to get rid of some money. We have so much money. So that is what we're going to do there. And then we are going to invite over all the children. After that, we still have some stuff going on with Beatrice, but for right now, what we have is the kids making friends. What I really want to have happen here as well is kind of having little Nicholas, I almost forgot his name for a second, I swear. Little Nicholas be making friends, and especially making friends with some of the higher class people, including the princes. So I was starting to have him become friends with Edward because I feel like that would, be matching, because technically Edward is, supposed to be his brother-in-law later on. So because of that, but Edward actually ended up leaving early. So we're going to become friends with Alessander. And actually, Alessander is second in line for the Light Throne currently. So he is an older brother, but he's second in line. And yeah, so he's having a good time there. They're going to become BFFs because we do need Nicholas to make a best friend. Yeah, this is just me checking to see if Alistair is the future king or not, but he's not. And yes, so we are just having him hang out with his buddy here. They're becoming BFFs. We're going to check that part off of his aspiration. I think that that'll be really good for him. And yeah, so we mastered the social skill. Nicholas is doing really well. I need to say the word Nicholas over and over and over again because I always want to say Gabriel. But yeah, so they're BFFs. Now he has to become friends with 3 children and 2 adults. He already mastered the skill, so that's not really an issue. But we'll follow up on that a little bit later. We're also having the kids do their homework. Their education is very important to their parents. They really want to make sure that these kids are set up well for life and have all the opportunities that can be afforded to them. I am so nervous about the sweating sickness coming, you guys. We don't have enough Sims to deal with this. But anyway, we're just going to pretend like everything's fine. We're going to have Genevieve working on getting rid of her brain fog. But also, she got this thing where she wants to confess to cheating, which I don't feel like she cheated, to be honest. But she wants to confess to it. And so what I'm thinking of, because I don't think she cheated, is that, again, she really wants to have a baby. She still really wants to have a baby. And he does not want to have a baby. And honestly, he's a family-oriented Sim, so I'm kind of shocked that he didn't have a whim to have a baby yet. Like, he has not had any whims to have children since I said that, which I think is really interesting. But she has continuously had the whim to have a baby. And so I think that they might argue a little bit over whether or not to have more children. You know, she just really, really, really wants a baby. And he is just not willing to risk her life and not willing to, you know, take away the mother of his children. You know, his mother died in childbirth. Was that the case? I believe his mother did die in childbirth. So, um, you know, that was really something that he is kind of now scared of, where he doesn't want to lose her. He doesn't want his children to have that kind of tumultuous situation going on and have everything kind of falling apart for them. So he is not really interested in that. And then I am just looking through the children, trying to figure out who we can become friends with. Unfortunately, not a lot of them are actually here right now, just Edward. So I am going to keep working on Nicholas and Edward's relationship. I do want them to be good friends. And we're also going to continue to have Genevieve try and get money for the charity. So that is something that she's doing as well. So everything is working out pretty well here, where everyone is just doing their thing and working on that. So anyway, we're just having our own party. I'm thinking it's kind of like, I know it's not quite a birthday party because Gabriel and Genevieve's birthdays are coming up. So I think that it might be nice to have kind of like a pre-birthday big party and then just have like a more intimate family gathering for the actual, you know, for their actual birthdays where they become adults. Very exciting. I'm so glad that both of them survived. I really, really am. And then I'm trying to have Gabriel and Beatrice. Yeah, Beatrice. I was like, Beatrice, Beautrice. Why did I have two people with so similar names? But yeah, so I'm having to have them chat a little bit more. I think that she's kind of seeing the end of the line with her relationship with Alphonse, and she's looking for someone else to kind of hang on to. And keep in mind that, you know, Gabriel is very wealthy. He has a ton of money. He has a good standing. Even if she was just his mistress, like, I know that they're technically step siblings, which is a little weird, but to be honest, like, it's not like they spent that much time together growing up. And also she knows that he feels responsible for her, so she feels like maybe she could convince him to take her on as a mistress. So even though, of course, as per usual in my game, she's going to leave us shortly, we're going to say that she kind of invited him out and was basically turning on the charm. And my guy is so oblivious to that because he's only ever had eyes for one woman in his entire life. He has never, ever thought anything about anyone else but Genevieve. But anyway, so she basically ends up coming out and saying it and is like, well, you know, your wife can't give you more sons, but I can. And Gabriel's like, whoa, okay, all right. You know, very like taken aback by the whole thing, and basically is like, no thanks, that's okay, I'm good. And he immediately comes home to tell Genevieve about what happened because he does not keep secrets from his wife anymore because he's not stupid like he used to be. And look at that face, though. Look at that face. That is the face of a man who is so in love with his wife that he, like, honestly, like, would give his life for her. He would lay down his life for anything for her. Like, if she just wanted to do something and she couldn't do it, he would make it happen. Like, he is so in love with her. So anyway, he basically comes home and tells her, hey, you know, Beatrice hit on me. She wants to be my mistress. I shot her down, obviously, but I wanted you to know because you hang out with the ladies, and Beatrice is kind of like being the queen bee a bit there lately. And so, or like since always. And so that is something that he wants his wife to know so that she's not like going into her meetings with the ladies kind of blind and not knowing what happened. So they have the like trust rebuilt sentiment. They are all good. They are feeling good, and they are so in love, and they're so flirty with each other. I was kind of wondering if they'd like autonomously woohoo or something, and then we could see, but they did not. And Gabriel still does not have a whim to have a child. So anyway, when the ladies are gathering next, Genevieve actually takes the opportunity to kind of confront Beatrice. And honestly, like, people don't really like Beatrice that much. Obviously, Susanna doesn't like Beatrice because Beatrice is her husband's mistress. And so there is a dog under my chair. I'm sorry. So she does not like her, and a lot of them don't like her, but they kind of haven't been able to do anything about that because she's had so much power being the king's mistress and being like beloved by him even more than his wife. And so she is called out by Genevieve in front of all the ladies for trying to become her husband's mistress. Gabriel's talking to his sister over there. And all the ladies are like shocked because why would she do that when she is a king? And then it comes out that Beatrice like might not be in favor anymore, and the ladies kind of feel more emboldened to kind of say to Beatrice like, we're sick of your stuff, we're sick of your attitude, how dare you try to like take her husband after you've already taken Susanna's husband, and blah blah blah. And so then a fire breaks out. So the ladies are fighting, and like Genevieve and Beatrice get into an actual fight. And I think that probably what happens there is like the cook who was cooking sees the fight and kind of walks away from the stove because of like all the commotion. Look at these. I just love this. And so then the stove caught fire. But anyway, we're going to fix that really quick. And so basically, we're going to have, the birthday cake for the birthdays. And what I'm going to do with Genevieve is she's going to declare Beatrice her enemy. She's going to say, don't you dare ever come to my house again. Don't you talk to my husband. You've already been given an estate. You'll live pretty comfortably, like very comfortably. So I don't want to hear anything else from you for the rest of my life. And I'm kicking you out of the ladies club. Genevieve took control of the club and kicked out Beatrice. And so that is forcing her away. And so that's what's happened there. And then I have to bake another cake because for some reason 2 cakes is not going to get me a birthday candle. So yeah, it is now Gabriel and Genevieve's birthdays. So we are going to get the cake out for them, add the birthday candles, have them blow them out, and just have kind of an intimate family dinner kind of vibe for this situation. The 2 of them are definitely, just want to spend some time with their family and their kids, and have a little bit more of an intimate setting for this. I am then going to have Nicholas come over to, is that Thomas, and have him become friends with Thomas, who's his uncle. So he, it's fine for them to become good friends, and that way we can check off part of the social butterfly situation. They also have good compatibility, so I think that that's cool. Thomas is doing pretty well for himself. He's just been raising his daughter alone, which has been really tough, but at the same time, she's thriving. She is actually becoming a teenager this year, so we're really happy for her and that she's doing so well. And then I'm going to start with the birthday situations. We're going to start aging some Sims up, getting some Sims in some clubs and stuff. So let's talk about birthdays. What we do have here for the children, we have Sear Stroud and also Diggory Crookshank, who I'm calling over to have them join in the club here so that they can be a part of that, and I can control them easier. And then I'm also going to call over Edwin Heredia, who passed away, and just, kill him. Sorry, Edwin. As for the teenagers, we have Adam Crookshank, Rowana Luddit, Lawrence Gainsford II, and Elle Crookshank, the vampire, the one who got turned into a vampire. With all of those birthdays. And then also, honestly, this new feature for the base game is my favorite thing that has ever happened in my entire life. My entire life, this copy to all outfits. Also, I didn't realize at first I could just hit the button instead of selecting everything. But anyway, I will realize that in a moment. And this is a game changer for me. It really, really is. Because I don't really do create a sim. I just want to quickly throw on some outfits and call it good. And I'm so happy that I can do that now really easily. And so, yeah, that's where we're at. And that's where we're going to actually wrap up the year. Very exciting. Let me just see here what's going on next year. I believe only our little Florence is having her birthday. So Florence is going to be born. Not born. What am I talking about? I'm like losing my I always lose my train of thought towards the end of these because I'm like trying to read my notes and then also figure out what's going on in the spreadsheet. Anyway, Florence is becoming a child next year. So I think that that's the only scary birthday that we're dealing with. And then we also have Heath Dubois becoming a young adult, so we can consider marrying him off as well. So there is that. And then, we just have Gabriel spending time with his children. Also, this is Molly, who's supposed to age up next year, and I didn't realize that she was Molly and not Rowana. So that was my bad. And then I accidentally put Rowana in the wrong outfit. And anyway, it's fine. I fixed everything. Everything is fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I am very excited to keep playing. Next year is the last year of the decade. It's going to be super cool. We're going to do a little recap. And then we'll head into the 1550s, which is just wild to me that we're doing that. And lots of things are going to happen historically and in the game. So I will catch you in the next one.